Well, the family, the Sharif family unit, the one that is in Liberia we're talking about, actually came there. Their oldest brother actually came in the late 1800s. Because some of his documents show that some of the property that he owned were dated in 1895. We have that as a proof in Liberia. Okay. When he arrived there in Bong County, the president, I don't know the date because that was way before my time.
Right.
The president of the country was passing one of those days, and he stopped by,
right,
and he came to him. He said, "Who is in charge of here?" He said, "I'm the one." He said, "You trying to build a home here?" He said, "I'm trying to build a town here. Hopefully, it will become a city."
Okay.
That was Bong County.
Okay.
So at that time, they used to have elephant.
And where is Bong County?
Bong County is in Bong County, Liberia.
Okay.
So the president asked him, "What can I do for you to build this place?" He said, "Well, I don't want you to do anything for me but one." The president, "What is that?" He said, "Give me the authorization and give me a paper that anybody that live with me here shouldn't pay taxes."
Okay.
So when people heard that, they started to come to him. They started to build the place to help him build Bong County.
Okay.
That's how that time came about.
Okay.
Then later on, his younger brother,
right,
joined him. They all were business people.
Right.
So to make things short, since we are here for the family reunion,
right,
the middle child was the one that passed away. That was my father, Elijah Kausu Sharif.
Okay.
Okay. After he passed away, that was in the late 60s. I think I was much more small at the time. He was like 60. I think he was 66, like that.
Right.
So 66 or 67. So his the two brothers that remain.
Right.
Mohammed Karamaba Sharif.
Right.
Ali Karamaba Sharif.
Right.
And Elijah Habib Sharif.
Right.
So when Karamaba passed in the early 70s, it might be like 71 or 72. I forgot in the precise time.
Right.
One remaining, that was their youngest brother.
Right.
Habib Sharif.
Right.
So our oldest brother, whose name is Rashid Sharif,
right,
was actually he is the youngest brother's son.
Okay.
But he was the oldest, the firstborn of the three brothers' children.
Right.
So he consulted the old man and consulted the other brother. He said, "Look, you have passed away. We have your brothers have passed away. You are the only surviving member now. We want you to have a meeting,
right,
so that you can leave this with us."
Okay.
So the old man Habib Sharif, who is also the paramount chief in Kakata,
right,
sent message to all the Sharif children,
right,
and they all came. That day we make account of everybody. We were 52 in number at that time from the three brothers' children,
right,
because they didn't want anybody to have any kind of difference to say, "This is my father, this is my this." They didn't want that.
Okay.
So they used to switch the children among them.
They did not want family division.
No division among the children.
Right.
That is why if you see me talking to some of my so-called first cousin, it's like my own brother.
Okay.
I treat them like my own brother. Like we from the same father, same mother. That's how we're raised.
Okay.
We're raised to look at the Sharif name alone.
And not your first name or your father's name.
Not my father's to say my father is Kausu Sharif,
right,
or my father is Habib Sharif, or my father is Karamaba Sharif.
Right.
That was not the situation.
So how do you gain your rank within the family?
Well, you gain your rank by actually adhering to the principle of the family.
Okay.
You gain your rank actually by birthright mostly.
Okay.
Ali Rashid, who was the firstborn of the three children,
right,
of the three brothers,
right,
since he was the firstborn,
right,
he became the authority figure,
okay,
of the three brothers.
Right.
What he said goes and when.
Okay.
So we all listen to him,
right,
because it was his responsibility now,
right,
to go around to make sure that the 52 children remain together and stay together, and so that we can carry the good name of the family, because we actually were raised and being told that whatever you do and say out there will reflect on this family. Therefore, you have the moral obligation to behave properly.
Okay, but talking about moral obligation, how do you think this idea came about outside of Western education?
Well, that was not what we learned, because my father and his two brothers, my fathers, as you said, they they never been to to English school.
Okay.
They never, they didn't know anything about the Western part of the, they didn't learn Western civilization actually.
Right.
Because that was not part of their upbringing.
Right.
What they knew was that they are sheriff. And you know, Africa, everybody go by your fathers, where your father is. Who your father is, they don't really go by the mothers, where your background and mother. Although the mother side is highly respected, however, you are called by your father name, therefore your father family is directly your family. When they're making a record of your family, they say you're son of this, the son of that, the son of that, so on and so forth.
Right.
So that's how it happened.
Okay.
So, to make matter short, the old man, when he was, since he was the one left, he told us that we had that meeting.
Right.
Because he sent for everybody, we had that meeting.
Right.
Recorded everybody, 52 brothers, 52 brothers and sisters. And that was the first meeting in 1973.
Right.
So every year, from then on, we used to have that meeting, that kind of meeting, the family reunion, until the Civil War. Okay. Until the Civil War. Some of us left and went, unfortunately, when I came to America here in the late 80s, for early 80, 1981, some of them thought I was doing business, but I was not able to go there because in school here, going to school. Then when the war happened in Liberia, most of us came here. So Mukhtar and MB and the other brothers called us and told us, he said, look, we are here, we are plenty now. We actually can start our old behavior, which was to have a family reunion every year. So that's how it came about. This is not something that we just started here. It's not something that we learned.